So this that we're looking at here.
This is my daddy. My daddy.
This is going to be our kid's bedroom. So we actually have 5 kids. Scarlett is 11. Penelope is turning 6 very soon. Chesapeake just turned 4, didn't you, buddy?
Wait. Oh, yeah!
And then there's Kate and there's Harper. And all 5 of these kids are going to fit back here. This is going to be their spot. Oh, hide and seek.
We're playing a
All right, 5 of our kids are going to be packed into this room. And I've got a lot of work to do.
Yes,
But this is what it looks like today.
Yeah, he does.
And we're going to turn it into a bunkhouse.
Bunkhouse. A bunky house. Bunky house. So many of them.
Yeah. So we are obviously thinking about storage, but we're gonna get
We're gonna
most
put
of this.
all of our toys in here.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
all
are,
of them.
huh?
All of them, Daddy. All of them, Daddy. All of them.
Okay, we'll see.
Yes, I like my favorite colors. All of the toys, I love them so much. Me too.
I know, but we're gonna have to pare some down. Maybe we'll leave some at Grandma's. So today is the long-awaited day where I really, truly start tearing this room down, I think. Been kind of waiting for a while because there's so much I still have to do out here, as you can see, but I kind of want to start with a clean slate for everything. And if I'm going to put floors down, I got to start back here and get this all done so I can work my way up to the front. So, without any further ado, let's start tearing this puppy down. So this is going to become totally different. We're gonna have bunk beds, because we gotta fit 5 kids back here. So we're just going to start doing some demo, because right now it's even hard for Amy and I to kind of figure this out in our mind. So let's clear this out and see what we've got when we've got a nice clean slate. Let's go. So now we got to get this mattress out of here. Got my helper extraordinaire, Kate Kelly, here with me. And I don't know how we're going to do this. This mattress is in here pretty tight, huh, kiddo?
Mm-hmm.
And
very heavy.
Yeah, I started to struggle with it, and it's a little harder than I thought it was going to be. It really doesn't fit, and it is pretty heavy. Too bad we're not keeping it, huh? It's pretty comfortable, even though I
can't
have a weird feeling like somebody died on this thing. I just don't know. But or even worse, who knows? But
what would be worse than dying?
you're right.
Wow.
All right, let's get this going. Let's get this out of here. All right, Caters, let's get her out of here. All right, you might want to get over that way. I'm gonna try to. There you go. All right. I wish I could just cut this into a little piece and take it out, but I don't think that's gonna work. Nope. All right. All right. Let's try to get this part up.
Tip it.
Oh. Ugh, goodness. This is pretty hard, huh? All right.
What are you doing? Lift up one little corner.
All right, honey. So, just watch out. I'm going to try to force it here. Ugh. Goodness gracious, this is hard. They must have put this thing in here before they built the cabinets. Alright, there we go. Alright. Alright, watch out. gross back here. Okay, just clear out of the way. I'm gonna push her right on out of it.
Okay.
Watch out!
I need to show you something. Not even close.
Whew. So here's what she looks like with no mattress. So this here opens up for some storage underneath.
Whoa!
And now I gotta figure out what this thing is here. This could pose trouble.
What do you mean it could pose trouble?
I think it's a furnace.
Hi.
Something, because there's a vent over here and a vent underneath.
What's a furnace?
So this is kind of an unexpected, wasn't expecting this thing down here. I believe it's some kind of a furnace. And this is kind of right in the spot where we were gonna put an open area for our kid's bed. So I'm gonna open this up and see what we got under here. Hopefully whatever it is can be moved. I don't know. Oh no. So this is going to pose a little bit of trouble.
They built this box bigger than they needed to.
Yeah.
We can just close it in real small and make like,
Well, what I need to do is move it over there so it's under the bed.
can you though? I don't think you can.
Don't know.
Look at all this.
I'd have to extend those ducts. But I don't know like where these are all going. There's like electrical cables. Ah, this isn't good.
I don't think we have to make this a big issue. This could be like a little seat. You know what I mean?
Could be stairs up, maybe. So this is going to be a bench, I think, right, Scarlett?
Yep.
So that's what we're going to do with this. We're going to cover this furnace up, leave it where it is, extend this all the way down, and just kind of just put some wood over it and use this as extra storage and keep the furnace in place, because that's going to be too much for me to move, right, Scarlett?
Yeah.
Too much.
We need to have a place for our bunk beds.
Yep.
But we can't move that because then we get really cold.
It's always something. It's never super easy. Well, let's get moving. After unscrewing this piece, we get this guy out of here. Ugh. Hello. And now let's get rid of this guy here. Not sure what this thing is. Some kind of a footstool or whatever it is. It folds away. It's got a lot of screws in this piano hinge. So that's what this thing is. Wonder if these would be valuable on eBay. Who knows? Whatever, it's gone from here.
Daddy is working, so he is for me. So
How do you like your bed, buddy?
bad.
That's gonna be your bed.
I like this bed.
You like it?
Don't. That's good.
You
Don't.
don't, you don't want that for your bed?
I do.
You do.
No, don't stand here. This one more piece.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
Don't.
Good job. You're making your bedroom look really good.
I know. I'm gonna work right now, but not you. I just gotta do the rest, Daddy. But anymore. Come on down to the nursery, people. More? Where?
So I think we have a plan. This is just a rough draft of what we're probably going to get in here. That's going to be the bed layout. So over here is going to be one bunk bed. Over here is going to be another bunk bed, leaving us a little bit of room here for the closet. And then in the back is going to be a single bed for our son, who's only 4 years old. So he doesn't need a lot of space, but that'll basically be his bed and probably the height right there too. We're going to cover up this furnace with a little box, and the rest we are going to basically get rid of. All these pieces around here so that we can do storage underneath the beds, because we're going to need it. So I think we've got a plan. Now that we've kind of measured it out, figured out what we really have, there's going to be a couple really tight spots, but I think it's going to come together. Those guys, these are going to be taken out, and I'm not really sure what it's going to look like. Well, I guess it'll be a platform for the lucky kids on the top row, but let's do this. So I've cut out the skeleton of this bed here, the existing queen bed or double bed or whatever it is, and I've kind of isolated out this furnace in the back. So what I'm trying to do is just take this out for now, or at least move it so I can get the carpet and clean and everything, and just kind of start fresh here, and just sculpt a little box around it so that I don't know, we'll figure out a way to use it, but obviously we've got to keep it here because I'm not going to rewire it, and we've got the ducts running through the floor, so I'm not going to change it around. We're just going to live with it and go around it. But this is what it looks like. There's 4 screws on each side, and then there's a big screw holding down these cables here, and then it just kind of looks like it's going to come up, so we'll see what happens. The furnace is unscrewed. And when I lift it up, it's actually, I was assuming there would be a big duct under here, but there isn't. It looks like the air blows right through these hoses into the duct. So there's a possibility that I could maybe get around this by moving the furnace over a little. So I've got to dream this all up again, and let's see what I can do here. But this is kind of nice, knowing that I can get all of this carpet out and not have to worry about it, and maybe just figure out a way for these 2 hoses to blow. So let's see what happens. So I've removed the carpet, and this is what I have to work with now with the furnace. So as you can see, there's only a couple of holes there. One's for the power, and 2 are for, I guess, the hot air to blow into the registers, into the vents underneath. So it looks like I'm going to be able to move this thing around and kind of put it over here in this area, which should hide it from view underneath the beds. So that's great, because I wasn't even going to try to attempt that, and looks like they kind of made it easy for me. So thanks, Winnebago. This is one case in which you've made it a little easier to modify. The only one I've found so far. So let's see how this fits in. Demo day is over. I finished the, almost finished the bedroom back here. I'm still going to get rid of some cabinets and stuff, but the floors are up. And I'm happy with my progress today. So I'm worn out, and I'm going to give this one a rest for the rest of the day. I'm going to come back tomorrow and do a little bit more. If you've ever wondered what the furnace looked like underneath, that's what it looks like, and you can move it if you really want to. So this is what we're going to take out today. This is not going to be my son's bed, as I joked earlier. We're not going to put him in that, but we are going to get rid of it, because this is going to be part of one of my kids' beds, probably. So just going to pull this thing out, but shouldn't be too bad. The one I'm worried about is the weight of this, because we plan on keeping this here. So hopefully, looks like it's attached to the ceiling and the back wall. But to offset this, we are going to put like a little post up here because we're going to put bunk beds in this little area over here. So we're going to put some of the posts of the bed over here, kind of holding up that weight just to make sure that this is okay. It isn't going to fall off the wall if we hit a bump or something in the road. Interestingly enough, underneath this is I just removed this little shell piece here. And if you haven't figured it out by now, almost all of the walls in these RVs are hollow. So it's instead of solid wood, it's much lighter to do it this way. So everything is hollow, and there's some screws holding the front piece in. So I'm going to remove those screws, and I've already done the same here. So if you're ever messing with the light in the back of your RV and you haven't taken it all apart, this is what it looks like when you remove the paneling. So that's behind the wall there. So I've got to figure out how to get rid of that. Probably move the electrical. So this is what I'm left with here. I've got a wall to nowhere. It's kind of hanging out down here. So I think what I'm going to do is move this light and run the wiring up under here and make it into like a medallion light, like I have up front, one of those hockey puck lights. And then trim this piece of wood here, and I cut it off right about here so that I can put the paneling back on this side, and you'll never even know this is here. But to do so, I'm probably gonna have to pull it out and cut it. So we'll see how that goes. So I took out a few screws, and now I can remove this panel. And one tip, if you're doing something similar to this, is before you remove it, trace the border. So you can see right there, I traced right up, and I'm gonna take this out to my table saw and cut it so that it matches, so that when I put it back up, it'll be flush to this, because that's kind of what I'm going for. I don't want it to stick out. I want it to be flush up against this, and that's going to be how it goes in there. But you can see here, this is the electrical underneath this back little cabinet here. Not really sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I took off this little electric fixture here, and I'm probably going to tap it in here and put like a little hockey puck light or something down below there. Who knows, something different, maybe a chandelier, I don't know. But whatever it is, it's going to be different than the current light fixture that we have here now. I doubt it's going to be the same one, but just be careful working with electrical as always. I don't recommend doing this, but because this is live right now, just make sure the black and the white aren't touching each other. I'm not an electrician, so I don't know. I'm not going to give electrical advice at all. But I recommend capping these off with a wire nut at the very least, just to prevent a little nasty shock if you accidentally touch. So now that I've done the first one over there, we're going to take this one down. And it's not as hard as I thought, and in some cases it's a little harder than I thought. So taking it down is really not a big deal, but trying to make it flush and put it back is a little harder. But it looks like the weight is going to hold fine, so let's tear this boy out. Right, Kate?
Yep.
Make sure you take the light off first. It's a lot easier when you take the light off and you don't have to like hold it up in your hand. So make sure you take the light apart first. Don't forget like I did. We are back doing some demo work in the girls' bedroom. The demo work is almost done. I just wanted to show you this one little spot here. This is what used to be the closet. There used to be like a little foot area here, a little false little stand over here. This is what it looks like underneath. So if you have a 1998 Winnebago Itasca, this is the 33-foot model. This is what it looks like if you ever need to see behind it. So hopefully this will help somebody if you're ever wondering what it looks like behind there, or if it's worth tearing out. It looks like there you do need that space. But I'm trying to pull the carpet up in this little closet area because I've already done the rest. I'm finishing up the demo work, and today I'm going to start bringing it back to life for us, for our family. can see the footprint of what the wall used to look like. They laid carpet right underneath everything to make it a lot easier to install. Can't blame them for it, but it's a lot harder to remodel when you do that. They laid the carpet right underneath the wall and everything, so we're going to get rid of all this junk because the carpet has a funky odor. As you can see how disgusting it is. I want all this gone. I just want to know that it's not here anymore. So let's start tearing this up. So if you're doing this like I am, there's just a couple screws you want to pull up here. You want to pull out this little box here. And again, just be careful whenever you're messing around with electricity. This is the reverse side of the circuit breaker. So just be careful. And there's a lot of staples in here, and I'm guessing the staples are probably underneath the wall. So I'm going to do my best at pulling this stuff out. But once you get these kind of budged, you can, move it. Once the screws are up, you can remove the carpet. I'm hoping in one big piece, but we'll see. So I've got to take this bad boy out to get ready to prep this wall. So I've got the wall down here, and it's coming along. I'm going to put the shiplap up that I've been working on. I'll show you that in a minute. But this piece here is the old TV stand. It's got an old-fashioned 90s TV kind of setup and feel to it, and obviously we don't want that anymore. But it is difficult to take out. I kind of had some trouble trying to figure out how to get this thing out of here. So I thought I would show you all, just in case you're wanting to get rid of this thing and modernize the bedroom in your RV. So this paneling here is what used to be underneath here. So you have to pop that paneling off. And then once you pop the paneling off, then you can actually do something with this. Underneath there are a couple of screws, you pop them off, and then this is the tricky part because I don't know if you can see or not back here, but there's kind of a little contraption in the back. So when you pop it up, you gotta get it out from this wall here. And it's a little harder than it looks. It's kind of difficult, but then once you get it, it slides right out. And then you're left with an empty spot there, which is what you really want. And there's a little fake wall there that you can pop out and manage to, that's where a lot of the wires and cables, whoo, ouch. That's where a lot of the wires and cables are set up. So for now, I'll take it out. And if you're ever wondering what's behind that spot on your wall, there you go. The kids' bedroom has finally been demolished and brought down to nothing. So now there's a lot of work ahead in building that thing back up. We're planning on building some kind of a bunk bed structure so that we can fit 5 kids safely back there like sardines. So we'll see how that turns out. We would love to have you follow along in our voyage as we build this thing from ground to top again. Subscribe below. Anytime we put out new content, you'll be the first to know. Like this video, and we'd love it if you left some comments below. Just let us know how you think we're doing. Any comments, suggestions, just keep them nice, and we'll read them and even try to get back to you guys. So thank you for watching 10,000 Roads. Really, truly appreciate you watching this far. Hope that you'll watch more, and we'll see you the next time. Thanks.